So we're a good chunk of the way through 2021, and I thought it was about time that we looked at some of the best things to happen in fashion this year. We're going to be looking at people who are pushing the boundaries, thrifting, and a lot more. If you enjoy this video at any point, please feel free to leave it a like. But now that's all out the way, let's get into some of the best things that have happened in fashion this year. So the first trend that I'm loving on the list is thrifting, also known as buying second-hand. Thrifting is nothing new, but it's definitely become more and more popular in recent years, and especially in 2021. It's a great way to pick up some really unique pieces, and it's also a great way for people to get some good quality items at a more affordable price. It also gives new life to unworn clothing, and it reduces waste. So it's a really sustainable way of shopping. But not only is thrifting good for consumers, it's also great for sellers as well. It encourages people to buy better quality items when buying new, because better quality items tend to hold their value more. So if you do decide to sell those items, you're going to make a good chunk of your money back. Buying into fast fashion and cheaper materials is going to lose you money in the long run, because there's less demand for those items secondhand, and also they're not going to last you as long. I must admit, before this year, I rarely shopped secondhand, but these days, I'm absolutely loving it. I've picked up so many amazing pieces recently for a fraction of their retail price, and I'm definitely going to continue shopping secondhand. But the recent trend of thrifting has made it so much easier to buy and sell items online, and all you need is your phone. The online stores that I use are Depop, eBay, and Grailed, although the one I use most is Depop. I've never had any major problems buying secondhand, although I have heard some horror stories, so it's definitely worth checking the seller's rating before you buy off them. The next trend is more about what brands are doing, and consumers like me are absolutely loving it. More and more brands have been putting a lot of focus on building a permanent collection of basics this year, and it's really awesome to see. So I think it's just best if I show you what I mean. So we're on Everlane's website here, and if you go to men and then to the uniform tab, this is where you'll find their permanent collection of basic wardrobe staples that will go with everything. These items never go out of style, so they're always good to have. Now we're on the COS website, and if you go to men, they call theirs Core by COS, and it's essentially the same thing. Build your wardrobe with our lasting essentials. So the same thing again, simple pieces that are easy to style. Aimé Leon Dore have done a similar thing this year as well with their SS21 uniform collection. So even more streetwear focused brands are also focusing on basic ranges too. Also, Bare Knuckles have just released their basics collection. Their basics are focusing more on casual cozy wear, and again, all these items work with anything and never go out of style. And finally, the last example I'll show you is Ronning, who've just recently added their uniform collection too. There's so many stores doing this at the moment, so your favourite store might have its own uniform range too. I'm always harping on about good quality basics on the channel, so it's really nice to see that brands are acknowledging the importance of them too. They act as the foundation to your wardrobe because they go with anything, and they never go out of style. It's all about filling your wardrobe with pieces that are going to last you a long time and that you're going to wear for a long time. I love wearing outfits made up of basics alone because I love the clean, simple, and classy look they give off. But they don't clash with statement pieces either, so whatever style you're into, they're really important items to have. But for both the brands and the consumers, this is a win-win for everyone. Brands can worry less about pumping new products out all the time and focus on doing less well. And for us consumers, we're getting better quality products that are going to stand the test of time. So it all sounds good to me. So the next trend is all about breaking fashion norms. One thing that really stands out to me this year is the movement towards wearing whatever clothing you want, regardless of the gender that clothing was originally designed for. Harry Styles has been a popular mainstream example of this. He's always pushing the boundaries, and I'm all for it. He was recently criticised for wearing a dress on the front cover of Vogue, but why? I really admire how comfortable he is in himself to wear whatever he wants to wear. Now, I haven't got a problem with clothing that's made specifically for women or specifically for men, and I myself personally shop in the men's section because I like the way it fits. But if I do like the look of something from the women's section and I want to wear it, then there's nothing stopping me wearing it. But these fashion rules that we've all decided on have stopped people being able to express themselves in the way that they want. Fashion should all be about wearing what you like and what makes you happy, and that's as deep as it should go. The next trend is all about mixing smart and casual wear together. Comfortable clothing is becoming more and more acceptable these days, and I'm all for it. We all like being comfortable, don't we? Well, I do. And with everything that's been going on in the world and with everyone spending more time at home, there's definitely been a shift towards more comfortable clothing. People now want to stay in their comfortable milk run outfit, even if they're going out the house for more than a milk run. I've always enjoyed mixing smart and casual pieces together because I really like the way it looks, but brands are starting to focus on it a bit more. Tracksuits are also looking smarter and smarter these days, and they're becoming more acceptable to wear outside the house. Don't get me wrong, I love to get myself dressed up and spruce myself up from time to time, but I like how we've got more options now to wear more comfortable clothing outside the house too. So those are some of my favourite trends of 2021, and I think they're all having a positive impact on the fashion industry. Well, maybe not the comfy clothing part, I just like being comfy, but the rest is definitely having a positive impact on the fashion world. But I hope you enjoyed this slightly different take on this kind of video, and I hope you learned something new. Also, I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone for the support. The channel has just hit 50,000 subscribers, and it's great to see. I love clothing, I love making videos and content around clothing, so it's great to see that these videos are getting a positive response. But anyway, that's all I've got time for. Thank you again. If you enjoyed this video, please do leave it a like. If you're new here, don't forget to hit subscribe, and I will see you all next week. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. See ya.